You are watching PR English Shorthand Dictations YouTube channel.
This is English Shorthand dictation number 347 and the dictation speed is 100 words per minute. Ready? Start. Sir, I stand here on behalf of the NCP for this very important discussion, which was actually started by the Honorable Prime Minister on a very emotional note. After a long time, the Honorable Prime Minister spoke as a statesman. So, I was presuming that this debate was not about the argument which we usually do. But unfortunately, when the Honorable Member from the Treasury benches started speaking, he made it really political, which is not what the Honorable Prime Minister's speech says. So, I will follow the Prime Minister's speech first, but I will seek your help, guidance, and time for 2 minutes to give a few clarifications to the honorable members. I would not speak as much as the honorable member does, but I would like to give a few clarifications before I make it a little political with your permission. India is the largest democracy in the world. Democracy, freedom, secularism, fraternity, equality. This is what Dr. B.R. Ambedkar gave us in this constitution. This is the organization, the temple of democracy, the parliament, where we all are absolutely blessed that we have had the opportunity to speak on behalf of millions of Indians to debate, deliberate, have discussions, and make sure that the last person becomes first. That is what really the common agenda is. Whether you are sitting on this side or that side, I appreciate the Honorable Prime Minister's speech today, where he said that governance is continuity. Various people have contributed over the last 7 decades to build this country, which we all love equally. It does not matter whether you call it India or Bharat. It is your own country. We are all born here. We are all blessed to be here. I think I would take the point forward by mentioning unity in diversity. This is the beauty of India. I think that is what clearly comes across in most of the speeches which were made. I am a member of parliament since 2009. Clearly, this is a huge legacy that we have been blessed to have. Here, I felt a little sorry and I would put it on record. Unfortunately, two persons who had highly influenced my parliamentary work have not been mentioned by the BJP today. Though they came, though they come from the BJP, I feel that they were one of the tallest leaders and extraordinary parliamentarians whom we looked up to. They are late Sushma Swaraj and late Arun Jaitley, who constantly talked about cooperative federalism. It is not about this side or that side. Good work has to be appreciated. Sir, the building in which we are all sitting today was opened on 18th January 1927. Thousands and thousands of Indian artisans have contributed for this work. Here, everybody talked about Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru and Dr. Rajendra Prasad. The Honorable Prime Minister mentioned about them. Every wall, every tile, every bench has a story to tell. They cannot articulate it, but there are so many stories, decisions, and controversies that the walls of this beautiful parliament have seen. A lot of debate has gone about the bills. They did a lot of good work. We did a lot of good work. So nobody can take away what each of us did here. But I would definitely like to make a few suggestions while we are here. I would like to highlight the average age, which is something for us to deliberate upon. These are just observations and suggestions for us to deliberate as a team. The average age of today's parliament is much older than when we really started, and this is one of the youngest countries. So, whichever side we sit on, we must think about this factor for sure. I would speak about the women MPs now. Most of these women here today have been asking for the women's reservation bill. All the parties are concerned and we support it. But there was a question which my honorable friend raised, on which I would just like to put the record straight. Let me tell him that the first woman president of India was Srimati Pratibha Patil, and she was from the Congress party. The first woman prime minister of this country was Srimati Indira Gandhi, and she was from the Congress party. Similarly, the first woman speaker of Lok Sabha was Srimati Meera Kumar, and she was from the Congress party. So, this is what we have done. Sir, I would like to put one more thing on record, which probably my colleague missed out, that the Women's Reservation Bill was also brought out by us. Unfortunately, we did not have the numbers and so we could not pass it. That was also brought by the Congress party. The late Rajiv Gandhi and the then Chief Minister of Maharashtra, Shri Sharad Pawar, were the first people who brought 33% reservation for women in every panchayat in this country. I am very proud to say that Maharashtra was the first state to bring it to 33%, and then we raised it to 50%. So, this is what has been done for women. Since we are all deliberating here, I take this opportunity to say that 50% of India's population is women. So, why do we not deliberate this in the new parliament building? Maybe this can be the first decision that the honorable minister can take in the new building. We will all support him if he brings in reservation for women in parliament and in assemblies. We will wholeheartedly support this bill. Sir, there is another small observation which I would like to make. Please do not take it negatively. As I mentioned, this is the first time in Lok Sabha that we had no deputy speaker. This must be the only term since independence where there has been no deputy speaker. Two of the cabinet ministers are sitting here. while we are moving to the new parliament building, they should take this issue up for having a deputy speaker, maybe for few months, because we do not know when they are going to announce the elections.